I'm an AB 540 student. My goal as far as careers is to go into social work. I was brought here when I was about 9 months old, and I'm now 20.
Leah, and I'm an AB 540 student, and my goal in life is to become a teacher. Right now, I currently attend California State University of Los Angeles, and I'm a transfer student from Pasadena City College.
I'm a former AB 540 student.
My goal is to become a counselor.
Hi, I'm an AB 540 student from Los Angeles, California, and I've been here since 1990, so it's been about 19 years of my life, and I'm going to turn 21 in October.
And I guess one of the hardest parts of being an AB 540 student is feeling like even though the years go on, I don't feel like I'm growing into a young adult, only because I feel like I don't have the opportunity to have the same independence that most people my age have. And I feel like I have to depend on others to just help me out and get through normal things in life, everyday things. I have to depend on my parents to give me rides. I have to depend on friends to help me find little odd jobs here and there. And when I don't have a job, I have to depend on my parents to help me pay for school and other things. So that's one of the most difficult things, because I feel like I'm trapped. I feel like I'm not able to grow up and be an independent person, and independence just means a lot to me. Okay, another difficult part of being an AB 540 student for me was when I was finishing up high school. And all throughout high school, my goal was to go to college, and I made sure that I worked hard for it, and I made sure I got the grades. And when I graduated, I knew I had the grades to do it, and realizing that I wasn't going to be able to go to a university and live the whole college experience of dorming and moving out and everything that my friends were doing, it was really difficult for me, because I felt like I had worked for it, so why wouldn't I be able to receive it? So I told you I was going to cry.
It's okay. You make me cry too, but that's alright. Take your time.
Okay.
Status are, I've had to see my father work 19 hours a day for 5 days a week, to the point where I would see him maybe for 10 minutes a day. That was probably the hardest time in my life, because as a boy, I believed that I need my father, and he wasn't there for when I really needed him, and he did this for a long time. So it didn't affect our relationship, but it did affect me and my brother while we were growing up.
To go about your day, and it's senior year, everybody's talking about where they're gonna go, what they want to study, and you're just there. You don't know what to tell them, because you just don't know. You don't know what your future is gonna be like. So.
Okay, one of the things that I remember the most from high school is graduating. In the first row of at graduation, they sit us by GPAs, and I was at the very front row because I had graduated with honors.
Try your best to be on top of the line, to be like the best. Oh, I did have emotions. And having the person next to me be able to go to university, you see Irvine, and then the other person next on the other side of me was going to UC Riverside, and knowing that I wasn't going to have that opportunity was very difficult, and I still remember it till today, and I think it's going to be in my mind forever. And I tried to be as normal as I could. I mean, I would even lie about where I was born. I wouldn't say I was born in a foreign country. I would say I was from here, from LA.
And I didn't know where to apply to, or how to deal with the college issues. So I went to the college counselor at my high school, and I asked for advice, and I let her know that I was an undocumented student or an AB 540 student. And then she straight out neglected all the private universities, every University of California, Cal State University. She told me that I wouldn't have the money to go to any of the schools, so I should just settle for a community college. She gave me no guidance as to what I could do, how to acquire the money to be able to go to one of these schools. So I just didn't do anything about it.
And then counselors at school didn't really help. They didn't know anything about AB 540 students. I remember talking to my counselor, and she was just call up the college and find out if you can go and let me know. And to me, that was just, it was not acceptable. Like, how can that be? And that's why I decided to be a counselor, because I want to help other kids. I mean, I actually want to help them and guide them. I mean, that's what counselors are there for.
But what keeps me going and what keeps me positive, I guess, is knowing that everything happens for a reason, and knowing that it's the struggle that I've had that has kept me strong and has kept me wanting to keep going. I think that if I didn't have the struggles that I do or the problems that I do, I wouldn't appreciate things as much as I do. So I always try to remind my friends who happen to be citizens or be born here, I always try to remind them to be grateful of the things that they have and to not take anything for granted. I mean, even little things as just having a car or being able to have a job that you like and you enjoy, or a job that's a typical young person's job is always nice. So I try to remind them that they are lucky and that they need to appreciate it. And I try to appreciate what I do have, and that includes the struggles that I've had.
In college, I joined this organization that helps students like me, or at least tries to go and bring awareness about AB 540 students and go to high schools and hopefully reach 1 or 2 AB 540 students and inform them that and give them courage to take a stand and go and find information and go to college. Just that there's ways to go, but it's not going to be easy, obviously, because you have to find ways to pay for school.
But what keeps me going is wanting to go back to my community, become a teacher, show students that they're capable of succeeding.
Glad to have continued my college education, because I've been able to meet a lot of people in college that have the same situation that I do, or that know what the situation is like and are willing to support it. And so joining an organization who supports AB 540 students and going to high schools and raising awareness and encouraging students to continue their education and to go to college and letting them know that they can do it has really kept me going. Because when I was in high school, and I found out that a lot of other AB 540 students felt the same way, that when we're in high school, not everyone is willing to give you the information that you need as far as going to school, just simply because they're not informed themselves. And so raising awareness, I think, really makes me feel proud that I'm not only dealing with this problem, but I'm also doing something to help others that in the future may deal with the same things. So just by raising awareness and promoting going to college and giving them resources that I didn't have as a high school student really has helped me keep going.
What keeps me going is that there was a point in my life when I wanted to stop going to school and quit college because I felt that the odds were against me. But someone told me that my parents had brought me here and had sacrificed their life for me to have a better life here and to pursue the American dream. So that's what keeps me going, that one day my parents could say proudly that I'm their son and that I have succeeded and that I have met all their goals and all their expectations. And I know that that's not far away from happening, so that's what keeps me going.